I spilled my iced coffee, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh, hold up. YouTube, what it do? How y'all doing? It's Kane. I'm back with another one. I'm gonna get better at singing, I promise y'all. But today we reacting to TOPHIACHU, whatever she's called. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna actually try. Hold up. TOPHIACHU. I'm gonna shut up. Okay, it's falling apart basically. I've seen her, I've seen like thumbnails of her and stuff on YouTube, but I never watched her. So I want to see how bad this is, and let's get right into it.
Last time that we looked at TikTok's most dysfunctional family, things were worse than ever. The patriarch of the family, TOPHIACHU, had just been thrown in jail, and the
Oh, okay, that's how you pronounce it. TOPHIACHU. Okay, bet.
The rest of the family found themselves embroiled in numerous controversies, from drama with Brother Chu's ex to Mama Chu's habit of using some pretty offensive words in her live streams. Everyone,
why she look like that,
had their own problem. But as 2024 came around, things would get so much worse. More legal troubles, more pet problems, more living situation issues. Just when I thought this story was dying down, things pop off once again. Today we are going to be covering the majority of the Slidell family's 2024.
Wait. They're not from where I think they from. Bro, Slidell twin? That's in Louisiana, bro. They better not come near me, bro. I swear.
The controversies they found themselves in, and exactly where each member of the family is today. If you haven't watched my previous TOPHIACHU video, it's not necessary.
Also, damn, hold up. Also, this video is by Kiwi Tapes. Sub up to him. He's hella good at looking up people. And, oh, I didn't even know he made this. Well, I knew because I was watching it, but I forgot he made that. But anyways, he's really good at looking up people and just digging down to figure out what's happening to them. And sometimes he give updates based on, that person. So sub up to Kiwi Tapes. Love you, Kiwi. Keep making this. Do your job, bro. You're doing hella good for yourself, twin. I can't even lie.
Recommend you watch it, as it breaks down each member of the family and why they're so infamous online. But a short summary would be that TOPHIACHU, the daughter of this family, went viral on TikTok for a number of cringe posts. And upon the public's discovery of her, they also delved into her family, who turned out to be just as entertaining. The cherry on top was the controversies that each member of the family found themselves in, leading to their status as infamous characters online. And I wish I could say these last couple months would be any different. In fact, it's been the exact opposite. TOPHIACHU would start off the year with a bang by finding herself in yet another controversy. Tophia claimed that she was fostering a cat. The cat was real, but I highly doubt that she was fostering it. Her living situation doesn't exactly bode well for fostering animals. They already have a small dog called Hershey, who has been seen to be incredibly angry and has also been seen to urinate and defecate on the floors.
Yo, how come I just realized there was cardboard everywhere on the floor, bro? There's no way you're not willing to take your dog outside to relieve themselves. Instead, you decide to put cardboard on the floor. I've never heard of something like that before. That's so lazy, bruh. If you're not willing to take care of a pet, just never get one. It's simple. Make no damn sense.
Because Tophia and the family are too lazy to take it outside. People knew that there would be issues with this cat, and they were completely correct. Tophia was seen feeding the cat the exact same dog food that she gave Hershey, her dog, and the cat seemed generally unhappy, screaming all the time during her live streams. Viewers were extremely concerned with this situation, and rightly contacted the proper authorities.
Shit, I'll be concerned too if my owner looked like a dude in makeup. I'm so sorry if that joke came out wild. I'm sorry, y'all.
And also reveal that they had never fostered any animals with Tophia. It appears that Tophia either purchased or adopted this cat. The only reason I can think of her doing this is because she thought it would limit backlash to her getting another pet, that instead of obtaining another one, she was fostering it out of the kindness of her heart. This would be a completely different situation if we all weren't well aware of how her dog Hershey was living. And speaking of Hershey, I have some terrible news. For those who have seen my previous video, you know that I love this little guy. Hershey doesn't take any of the family's crap, so it's with a heavy heart that I tell you Hershey is most likely no longer with us.
Yo, did they kill my mans? They killed Hirsch? I'm gonna call him Hirsch. Bro, they didn't have to kill my dude Hirsch, bro. Damn. Okay, my fault for my mic and my audio. I'm gonna get a better mic, I promise y'all. But damn, bro. I thought Hirsch was gonna be there for the long run. At least 28 minutes. But no, he only lasted 3 minutes and 21 seconds. It's a sad world we live in, y'all. Sad world. Bro, make sure y'all take care of y'all pets. If y'all know that y'all not gonna take care of them, just don't get them to save them the trouble and you the effort. Because since you lazy and y'all don't want to take care of y'all pets, just not get one. I'm not trying to, talk mess about everyone, but I know there's some people out there that don't, watch their pets or anything. You gotta take care of your pets. They're like humans. Wait, am I tripping or y'all can't hear that? Oh, I muted. My fault, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Some terrible news. For those who have seen my previous video, you know that I love this little guy. Hershey doesn't take any of the family's crap, so it's with a heavy heart that I tell you Hershey is most likely no longer with us. Hershey ran out the Slidell's front door during an altercation with Tophia and her neighbor.
So anyways, I was sitting here, the door was cracked open, and I hear, like 2 dogs fighting, like attacking each other. And I said, that's Hershey, because I recognize Hershey's girl anywhere. And so this big black dog ran up to my mom, ran up to Hershey. The door was cracked open. I thought, because the area we were in, I remember I had seen wolves and stuff, so I thought it was a wolf. Until I looked, I got to go out the door to look. This black thing went that way, this black thing went this way, Hershey went this way, up to the door, and there's this big dog chasing Hershey. After we managed to get the dog in, I went real quick to close the door. Hershey had gone out. And then it's sitting right there. The owner is in the door. The other owner is in here. Their dog is sitting right there. They decided to grab their dog when Hershey leaped out of the room. So they had the dog by the collar. Hershey was like, come here, like she wasn't even doing anything. Her dog is sitting right there by the sink. Our dog is outside. I'm trying to make sure this dog's not going to eat anything else or eat other animals because I don't know how vicious this dog is.
True.
Hershey's gone. I'm not going to say it's a little graphic. So someone left the dogs in half on the side of the road and...
Yo, I'm not trying to make fun of her. I'm not trying to laugh at her. But the way it sounds as though she planned it. Like, she fake crying her ass out. Like, she making it seem as though it was pre-planned, It was already premeditated in her mind that this is what she was going to do to get rid of the dog so that she wouldn't have a responsibility. Now, I'm not going to say she did or say she didn't because we don't really know what happened to Hershey. But all I know is that the altercation broke out. The dog ran out. The dog was fighting another dog outside. Then Hershey might have either ran in the street and got ran over by a car, or the dog actually killed him. I don't know. Either way, R.I.P. Hersh. You was a real one, bro. Even though I just heard about you, but you as sweet as Hershey's, bro.
Like they got it was a Hershey.
This whole situation is a tough thing for me to cover because half of me is actually devastated that Hershey is gone, and the other half can't help but chuckle anytime Mama Chu lets out that beautiful cough, which I've noticed each member of the family also seems to be developing, but I digress. Hershey's loss is devastating to the fan base. She was universally beloved, innocent of all the crimes that the Slydells had perpetrated, an unwilling passenger. Hershey, I really hope that you found a good home, but the last that we'll ever know of the goat is that she ran off into the wilderness in search of a better life. As I stated, the fan base was devastated at the loss of Hershey. Tophia also claimed that she was upset about the situation, but every time that she cried on live stream, she produced no tears, leading people to question every aspect of this story. Did Hershey actually run away? Was she given to somebody?
Bro, that's what I was saying also. I'm like, y'all think I was playing and wrong for laughing just now. I knew that shit was fake. Bro, I knew that she was just playing with us. You see how nothing came out but air out her eyes? Nothing but air, twin. People like this don't even deserve pets.
We'll never know. But what I do know is that Tophia moved on pretty quickly. Those who have lost a pet know that they always share a special little piece of your heart. Even though they are gone and you may get another pet in the future, they're still with you. Tophia rarely ever mentions Hershey. She did almost nothing to try to find her when she ran away. And then she has the audacity to get another puppy.
So that's why we have the puppy. It's not like a foster dog, because no. If we got another foster animal,
Wait, hold up. OMG, a puppy? How old? I work with dogs. Is it like the same situation with the kitten from before? Well, like I said, I work with dogs, so if you have any questions or anything, please ask. Do you know what kind of dog it is? You guys are gonna keep it then.
we'll probably get.
I hope they don't.
Animal control, because they were like, well, you're not. I don't know. They were giving a hassle about the cat. It's gonna be a big dog, so I'm like, no. Because this was the only dog that was like right out of the whole litter. I cannot. No. No, we're not. No, it's not our dog. We're not keeping it. There's a. They had a litter of dogs just like this one, but no, we're not keeping it. The owner is here, but I believe it's a pit bull or something of that breed.
I'm not trying to talk smack on any pit bull dog that Tophia needs to have. These are dogs with high muscle mass, high pain threshold, and a big mouth. Tophia had a highly aggressive dog that was only 2 feet long, and dogs are often a reflection of their owners. Imagine if Hershey was the size of a pit bull.
That is true. Dogs are a reflection of how their owners treat them.
Would be absolute chaos. No way is Tophia gonna be able to handle something that big on a leash, let alone Mama Chu. Tophia said that this was her brother's ex's dog, and that they were simply watching it for a short period of time. But people were seriously concerned that she had gotten another dog, and that it was some kind of a pit bull mix. The situation was, why are they watching her brother's ex's dog? Anyone that knows about her brother, Donald Slydell Jr., knows that he's been in a very toxic relationship.
Oh, okay. Because I thought they live in Slidell, Louisiana. Okay, it's just their last name. Alright. Y'all stay away from me.
Angie for some years now. Angie would have new boyfriends and still ask Donald for rides and help in certain aspects of her life. They have called the police on each other numerous times, so I don't understand how this relationship has remained amicable. I guess my question is answered by the next clip I'm about to show you, because the relationship is not amicable. For reasons that I cannot discern, Brother Chu, Mama Chu, and Tophia would enter Angie's motel room without her consent illegally. My personal headcanon is that they were there to retrieve some of Brother Chu's things, or try to locate the dog that Angie had previously taken back. I don't know. The only thing I do know is that they're not supposed to be in there.
All over the bed, everywhere. The person I was looking for.
Yo, why would y'all enter into someone's house that's not even y'all's? Or, matter of fact, y'all don't even have permission to. Well, in the same hotel room, but still. Why would y'all need to do that? Just send her a text message. It's easy.
Oh, they're gonna dox you. This isn't my room, so. Who are they gonna dox? This isn't my room. If you say they're gonna dox me, this isn't my room. Not my room. This is Nicole's room. Just so you can see, this is not my room. Just showing you guys for proof. You guys can screen record this shit, post it wherever you want to. But I'm gonna end the live because I got shit I gotta do. But this is Angie. This is Nicole. This is the one who tried to say that I did shit, talk shit about me online. Can't even take care of her fucking animals.
I love how Tophia comes in there and tries to deflect all of the blame on Angie. Tophia has faced much scrutiny in the past for the way that she treats her own animals, so I think she
Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. We're reacting to Tophia, Topachua, whatever the hell she's called. We're reacting to her and her downfall, apparently. But in my opinion, she been already downward, so it ain't nothing.
Believed that by posting this, all of the hate would instantly transfer to Angie. But in fact, this is the same motel that the Slydells are staying in. That's right, Brother Chu's ex is just down the hall, so it seemed that the family had no issues walking over there and entering her room when she wasn't present. Brother Chu has stayed there with her at certain points, so I don't doubt that he has a key. The more I think about it, he was there just to grab some of his things. Still doesn't make it any less illegal. And when you look at the timing of all of this, it's kind of strange. Right after this, the Slydell family would be kicked out of their motel room, having no choice but to live in their car. It was an all-time low for the family. Hershey Chu was gone, Papa Chu was in jail, and everyone else was homeless. These were...
When did the dad go to jail? Did I miss like 10 chapters of this? No. Am I tripping, yo? Yo, people out here wilding, bro. Y'all, bro, it's not hard to be a normal person. It's really not. Like, y'all gotta calm down. And I'm not talking about all of y'all. I'm just talking about the very few majority of people that act like this and think it's totally normal or it's totally okay. And if society don't agree with you, then something is wrong with them and never you. I'm just saying.
Were dark days for the TOPHIACHU universe, but there would be a ray of light at the end of the tunnel. Some good news not only for the family, but also for listeners. The return of Ezekiah Mordecai Busari,
$1 zillion?
Papa Chu, who would be let out of jail around the end of June. And right after Papa Chu got out of jail, body cam footage was released of his arrest.
Yeah, I would rather than cooperate or just cooperate most come in. I don't want him to fight with you though. I don't know what you can try to come in, but like I said, I don't know if we'll fight the best or not, but he's just sure and that's his mindset. I got it. Is there anybody else inside?
I ain't gonna lie. Well, I thought that was the daughter. Look, I ain't never seen the mom. I never looked at the mom like that for real. But they do say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And apparently, that apple only fell 1 meter away. Well, 1 centimeter away. They're hella close to each other.
I'm not kidding, okay? I don't even at all, I'm sorry.
Okay. So, here's kind of what's going on a little bit. So obviously they're going to do a lot of it. We also didn't know about it. So, we're not even we're going to try to obviously get it.
Are you a Roblox fanatic?
No.
So either way, he has to go. Yeah, he needs to go, but I don't want him to do that. He's going to go. So that's why we got everybody out of the house because we make sure you guys are all safe as well. I'm sorry about this, guys.
Yo, who coughing like that?
Donald, I need to come out, okay? Please cover it. You mean to say you're not going to leave? You have a warrant? Oh, please cover it. You have a warrant for your arrest. You need to step out, okay? Come over here, Donald. I can't do that. You have a warrant. I can't do that. You do not comply, force will be used against you. This is the Albuquerque Police Department. We're police officers. You are under arrest. You're not free to leave, okay? We need you to comply with us. We don't want to have to use force against you. 40. You have a warrant for your arrest. For what? Kidnapping. For kidnapping who?
When he kidnapped someone. Yo. Alright. Maybe, hopefully, he explains it, you know, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to even try to explain what I just tried to think in my head, but my head is all messed up because I wasn't expecting the dad to be a kidnapper, apparently.
I don't know. We'll talk about it, okay? You have right now, take your hands out of your pockets and step forward. I need to put my hands on. It's your hands, Val. Face away from us. Right there. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I need a cigarette. We'll get you another one. Thank you.
Thank you, Donald. He did have that felony warrant for his arrest for kidnapping. I don't know what it was in regards to, but obviously we have to cover it.
That's fine.
Do you guys have any questions for us?
No, that's fine.
Okay. I don't know if anyone will get out, if they'll call you guys what the deal is. Ultimately, he was under arrest, and you guys are free to go back into your apartment.
He dead ass? Okay, well, time to skip. I thought this was satire.
The people who the court claimed he kidnapped was his own family, due to a series of debacles during a police visit. This, along with his worsening mental state, was why Donald was taken to jail, and it seemed like his time in jail was not good. When POPHIACHU was seen in court, he was noted as being disheveled and sickly. It seemed that his condition...
Nah, we gotta talk about this one. And how the hell do you kidnap your own family? Genuinely, I never heard of that before. Nope, I have, okay. Yeah, I have. But that's crazy. I still don't get the method behind doing that. Not saying I want to know, but how though?
had only worsened in jail, so you would think him being released is a positive thing for the family, that they can't wait to see their dad again and help him through his crisis. But this is not what happened. POPHIACHU would have to stay at a men's shelter, where he still stays to this day. The conditions do not look ideal, but they are much better than what he was facing in jail. He now has a Twitter account, which I am going to recommend to none of you, as it is full of illicit images of himself, as well as some other disturbing posts. You see, the reason that Donald is living in the homeless shelter is because Tophia and POPHIACHU won't take him back. They were not homeless forever, eventually moving back into a motel, and now have the means to help house POPHIACHU, who they have claimed during his entire incarceration is wrongly imprisoned, and that they cannot wait for him to come back home. But it has been months, and they have yet to take him back. In fact, the only time I hear them talking about him is when they are critical. Granted, POPHIACHU does deserve some criticism. During a live stream of POPHIACHU's, Tophia would start complaining about posts that POPHIACHU was making on his Twitter. Posts about underage girls.
What's that about?
You said you posted about underage girls are gonna drop that and say you admitted that you posted about that. Did you stop?
So you can't get no play with a woman your age, so you decide to go underclass? No. That's a little bit below the belt. No pun intended. But I'm just saying, honestly, that's crazy. At least find someone a little younger, not 50 years younger than you. That's crazy. Bro, people out here is sick and weird, bro. Y'all stay safe out there. Don't be like people like this.
No, he was not. No, he wasn't thinking. I know what my husband does. And yes, I'm not condoning anything that he does.
I have not seen the
Cap.
posts of TOPHIACHU's. I don't even want to look at his Twitter. I've been told of the gross stuff that he posts there, but I gotta say I'm not surprised by this accusation. TOPHIACHU has made a number of extremely concerning statements. A number would actually be a massive...
Yo, he could eat ramen without opening his mouth, bro. Just put the chopsticks between your big ass gap and you would just... That's it. Sorry, I just had to say that.
Understatement. He said tons of stuff that is very controversial. And rightly so, Tophia is concerned that this will blow back on her. She isn't concerned about the status of her father, she's concerned about her public image. She honestly wishes that he would just disappear at this point, only bringing him up when he can be used to farm pity for her. A great example of this would be when Tophia got into an argument with a neighbor of hers. While I don't know the entirety of the story, it would appear that this neighbor is wise to Tophia's TikTok presence and knows about all the controversies that she has found herself in. And this neighbor has called Tophia out on things in the past. And during this particular clip, Tophia had gotten into an argument with them about calling the cops on her, mentioning her father Donald, much in the way I just talked about.
Thank you for subscribing. Even the police had told me, your neighbor called on you. That wasn't the first time he called the police. He called the police on my father, then he called the police on us. And he literally had the nerve to stand there and tell the police, yeah, I start stuff. So you're literally admitting you called the police for no reason. Because my brother called the police because they were...
Bro, that username is crazy. Y'all saw that? Hold up. Tophia sent her dad to jail. People crazy out here.
So you're literally admitting you called the police for no reason. Because my brother called the police because they were starting with him. Every time my brother him and his wife had shit to say. Always saying stuff, tell that fat bitch to come outside. Your husband was stalking my family, and you didn't even have the decency to even tell him to stop. I don't get the police involved unless it's someone from the internet. Otherwise, the police don't come down here. Not once have I ever called the police on my father. You don't know shit about me.
They didn't even care that he was missing. They blamed us.
It would appear that this neighbor called the police on Tophia.
Now, her chat is crazy already as it is. But, y'all, please don't be hateful towards people, no matter how bad they are, because, eventually that type of thing is going to catch up to them. Don't bring the negativity onto a person that's already negative, so it can start a bigger negative situation. Her chat is insane. I'm happy my chat's not like that. My peeps, y'all awesome. That's going to be y'all name. Whoever's watching this, a viewer on TikTok Live or, YouTube, y'all my little peeps. Appreciate y'all, twin.
And the Slidelles, and that it had not been the first time. I have no idea what her father Donald had to do with any of this. He had gone to jail months previously and was already released, but I assume that the neighbor had called the cops on TOPHIACHU in the past before. I wanted to show this because I feel it paints a good picture as to how Tophia uses her father in the public eye.
Crazy.
When she talks about him, It's as if he is some kind of victim, that the system has done nothing but hurt. But Tophia and Mamachu aren't doing anything to help. They wouldn't even post his bond when he was in jail, and that bond was extremely cheap. They do not care about this man in the slightest. The only time Mamachu seems to acknowledge him is when he is messaging other women on social media platforms. Mamachu has a Twitter of her own, and she has gotten into spats with people down in Papachu's comments, as well as scolding him for a number of his posts, which are explicit. Papachu rarely responds, but has made numerous posts alluding to the fact that his family is doing nothing to help him. Tophia still seemingly has no contact with her father, and I don't know if she ever will again. She is far more interested in internet beefs, which seems to really be coming back to bite her. During a shopping trip with her mother, TOPHIACHU would be approached by a fan of her TikToks, and after she refused to take a picture, the fan got a little aggressive with her.
When people I did recognize myself, it made me feel uncomfortable, and it was not a great experience. Please don't do that. I'm already going through so much. I didn't even get to the thrift store in a long time. But
I mean, to an extent, I could understand that, and I get that. Maybe that person was actually trolling and didn't like her content for real. Or maybe she genuinely did like her, but she just caught her at a wrong time. You know, when people like that, you just gotta respect their boundaries and space, because, you know, they may actually feel uncomfortable in person when you do meet up with them, if you know them as a public figure or anything like that.
That experience was just it just made me, I was like, we need to just go. Please don't try to have a conversation with me, because I'm just going to be silent. It was like a deer in headlights, because I didn't know what to say. I just said, what am I going, I'm not going to argue with you back and forth in a store. You look like a teenager, and I'm not having that conversation with you. I'm sorry, that was not called for. When you walk up to someone like that, and then after you just stand there and stare at them, I just had to stand there and be like, I'm waiting for my mom, so, I'm not going to tell you, go away, you're underage, I'm not, I just didn't like that. I really didn't like that at all. That was not good.
It seemed like this interaction shook Tophia. She didn't seem to get that her presence online had grown to the point that she could be recognized in public pretty easily. It turned out that Tophia didn't get a lot of things about TikTok, and around October 3rd, this would result in her ban. While playing Sims one day, Tophia would make a fateful decision. She would encourage her Sims to reproduce. Not an issue to stream usually. They go under the covers, you don't actually see anything. But the issue here was that the Sims child was in the room while their parents were doing this.
Bruh. Please, if I press this button, it better not be something to... Nope, that's wrong. Aw, damn it. I went back. Perfect.
When she talks about him, it's as if he is some kind of victim the public paints on Papachu, and was already released. Yes, he had him. I have no idea what her father does, and here the called first time. I have no idea what her father Donald had to do with any of this. He had gone to jail months previously and was already released, but I assume that the neighbor had called the cops on Papachu in the past before. I wanted to show this because I feel it paints a good picture as to how Tophia uses her father in the public eye. When she talks about him, it's as if he is some kind of victim, that the system has done nothing but hurt. But Tophia and Mamachu aren't doing anything to help. They wouldn't even post his bond when he was in jail, and that bond was extremely cheap. They do not put down in the car posts alluding to the fact that his family is doing nothing to help him. Tophia still seemingly would be approached by a fan of her TikToks, and after she refused to take a picture, the fan got a little Sims to reproduce. Not an issue to stream usually. They go under the covers, you don't actually see anything. But the issue here was that the Sims child was in the room while their parents were doing this, and this caused Tophia to be banned for child exploitation. Noticing this, she angrily booted up her second account and explained the situation to us.
You think people are gonna help me? I don't know anybody from TikTok.
Oh, she doing it with Sims for. Oh my goodness.
It has to be somebody that knows someone that works at TikTok. Hey guys, I lost my live stream on my main account for good. It said youth exploitation and abuse. I don't have kids in real life TikTok.
It don't work like that. If you show it, you show it. And if you do, you get banned and blocked and your account is totally terminated and deleted. Bruh, that's like me saying, oh, I'm about to play Sims 4 with Wicked Whims so you can see everything right on stream. Usually, I don't know how that works necessarily. I would assume that that's okay as long as it's not going further beyond that, right? But if you have a kid walk in on the game on that type of situation, regardless if it's a game or not, that's still pretty bad. Regardless if you have kids in real life, that's still pretty bad, and it shows how your mind was thinking at that time, and that's pretty bad. So don't bring no type of kids into this. They're too young. They don't deserve this. They deserve an innocent and, fun childhood, regardless if they're, gaming characters or not. That's crazy.
How did I exploit a youth? And how did I abuse someone if it's literally a game? It's Sims. I was just playing Sims. I was trying to get my Sims to eat.
Cap.
And literally you guys laughing, that's not funny because I was just playing Sims. It's unfair. Like, I was literally just playing Sims. Where? I don't have children in real life. And now I lost my live stream access and can no longer go live on my main account because you wanted to literally make a claim on something that wasn't true? Thank you for the gift, boy. It's unfair. Like, they took my happiness away. Like, I literally was gonna do makeup and I was just gonna do stuff, but I guess I'm just gonna have to unalive myself because that's what it is.
And that's the bull I hate the most. Why would you even, bro? You're trying to guilt trip people into giving you your shit back, right? By saying something like that. That's like a dude being in a relationship. Oh, if you love me, you'll do this. If you love me, you'll do that. And if you leave me, I'm off myself. Why would you even say that? And why would you want to guilt trip someone to that magnitude? People take that very seriously. Bro, she pissed me off with that shit, bro. I'm so sorry for cursing, but I'm really angry.
I literally was gonna do makeup and I was just gonna do stuff, but I guess I'm just gonna have to unalive myself because.
And the way she say it sounds as though she's just playing. She just said that just to throw it out there to see, if someone gonna catch her when she falls, metaphorically. But literally, it won't be possible. Sorry, I had to throw a joke in there. That I was angry.
Because that's what it's like.
Tophia would make a number of concerning statements during this live stream, all while Mamachu tried to comfort her, telling her not to worry. Mamachu's people were going to work on getting her unbanned, all in an attempt to console her daughter, who is devastated. This was her primary source of income, and in the blink of an eye, it was now gone. She would use the "it's just cartoons" defense in this situation, stating that because the Sims were cartoons and not real children, she could not be capable of child exploitation.
But regardless of that, even if that was true, right? You still did it regardless. And it shows. It shows where your mind was, regardless if the child accidentally walked in or something and saw it. There's a way to lock that door so kids don't get in there accidentally when you're live.
failing to realize that quote-unquote artistic depictions of this stuff are still just as bad. She thought it would be funny to have the Sims
No, that's bad,
do what
regardless.
they did with a child in the room. It was not accidental, it was purposeful, is what I'm trying to say. Any person in their right mind would have wondered the legitimacy of streaming this to people, especially someone like Tophia, who is watched like a hawk, but due to that fatal mistake, I believe her TikTok account is gone forever. I can only imagine the amount of times that it's been reported, and now there was a legitimate reason to get rid of it. TikTok doesn't want to be seen as lenient on this kind of stuff, so they saw an opportunity to get rid of her and took it. This would devastate Tophia, who has been adamant that she will never get a job. She's a TikToker for life. And now she had lost her primary source of income from TikTok, live streams. Though she was still able to post videos, she could no longer go live on her main account due to the Sims activities. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal, but to Tophia, it was. And she would make a number of concerning posts to her Insta regarding the situation.
And the sad thing about it is the only reason why I'm here and I'm alive is because I don't have a way to live my life. People don't understand.
Wait, what?
And I'm alive is because I don't have a way to live my life. People don't understand that I've been.
Did she just say the only reason I'm alive is because I don't have a way to end my...
It was with stuff on social media for the longest time. I've been trying so hard, but I have so much going on in my personal life on top of social media. I've just been trying to keep it all together. People don't understand. It's not just the incident of me losing my account. It's the reason why I want to go so badly. Like, I have things in my personal life that I deal with, personal life, and no one cares.
It's kind of disgusting.
That's bad, bro. Don't ever dare to guilt trip people into supporting you and into, you know, liking up your live streams and getting gifts and stuff just so that you don't have to end your life. You don't have to guilt trip anyone. And it's not like they told you, oh, I dare you to bring a child into the game, well, into, you know, the room when the adults were doing their act. No one said that. You decided to do it purposefully. So how can you be mad and be weepy and sad about it when you caused the problem for yourself? She pissed me off.
As a result of no longer being able to live stream on TikTok. The situation is quite minor. You would think that her father being locked in jail or her going homeless would elicit a larger emotional reaction out of her, but no. Because Tophia just wants the clout. At the heart of all of this, that's what it's about. Tophia wants to be loved and admired on TikTok as an influencer, making her living from it and never having to work a regular job. But that reality has slowly come crashing down around her, with all of the controversy she found herself in, and now this live streaming ban. Tophia and her family would be so much better off without the platform by just doing some real work in the real world. Because look at what TikTok has brought them. TOPHIACHU still currently lives with her brother and mother in a motel room. PapaChu is staying in a homeless shelter, and God only knows where Hershey is. My sincere advice to the family would be to quit the internet altogether and
I agree,
do what
Kiwi.
I just mentioned. It will improve your life so much more than going down this continued path. But do I think they will listen? No. And do I think this story will get even worse? Yes, because it seems like there is no end to TikTok's most degenerate family.
Alright, so that's the end of that video. I hope you guys like, share, subscribe. Also comment down below what more you guys want to see. And I'll just catch y'all in the next one. And also support. You know, support goes a long way. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for, you know, the love that I get on TikTok as well as YouTube. I know I'm pretty new at this YouTube stuff, so I got 3 videos lined up already. I'm editing 2 of them right now, and I just have to download this so that, you know, I can edit it and stuff. But yeah, and if y'all want to see more reactions to Kiwi tape or you know, anything else about some other people, I'm down to react to it. I hope y'all have a good one. Stay up, stay blessed, and yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one.